Alright, what's up internet? In today's video we're going to talk about Korean backdash on the two-player side. This is generally known to be the much more difficult side to do this. That has a lot to do with, if you saw yesterday's video on the one-player side, Korean backdash, you will see that the reason it's much easier on that side is because of the way your thumb and your index finger can work together to consolidate the inputs needed to Korean backdash. Now on two-player side, you basically can't use your thumb, because your thumb is useless in this command. So you're left with your index finger and this portion of your hand. And what that ends up doing is it ends up putting a lot of strain on this part of your arm if you are not doing it correctly. My preferred method of doing Korean backdash on the two-player side is actually the back sway method. I mentioned it in yesterday's video, but I'll show you guys what it is. What the method is. What you want to do is you want to hit again, put the ball top, this is what I do at least, put the ball top in this portion of your hand and use it to hit back. Let's straighten this out. So use that portion to hit back, and then use the kind of your index and middle finger to slide to down back, and then neutral. You're going to want to do this kind of circular motion. And it is difficult. It's not as easy as it is on first player side, but it is the method I use, and I think it's the easiest method. You can use the quarter circle bootleg method that I talked about yesterday, but the problem with that method is all you're really doing is putting even more strain on that part of your arm that I was talking about. So the best thing to do for as much, you don't want to get too tired for too quickly. So to conserve energy, using the down back method is a very good idea, at least in my opinion. That's what I try to do. And the good thing is, again, I don't use backsway characters. I mentioned this again in yesterday's video, but if you don't use backsway characters, if you accidentally hit down, it's not that big of a deal. You're backdashing, it's cool. You're still, managing to do exactly what you needed to do. But if you have a sway character like Nina, and if you accidentally hit down, you're going to get a back sway. So for those people that are using sway characters, you have to be very precise. It's very important to be precise. I'm not very good at it with sway characters. I don't use any of them for that reason, actually. But for people that are using Nina, Paul, or Brian, or any character that has this kind of a back sway, you have to be very precise with the down back and make sure you don't hit down, because you're just going to be vulnerable. But with any other character that does not have a back sway, you can just simply do that method I mentioned, trying to hit down back only. But if you hit down, it's not that big of a deal, because you're still doing the same thing. You will get a couple more vulnerable frames if you hit down, but honestly, it's not that big of a deal. The whole point is to move away from your opponent when you need to, in order to create whiff opportunities, and also to maintain the correct space. Like if you don't want to be, let's say you got a really aggressive Devil Jin opponent and he wants to be at this range because he wants to hit you with electrics, but you want to be at this range because you're out of range of electrics. Well, if this fool is up in your face the whole time, you're going to want to backdash. You're going to want to maintain the space you want. So it is very important to practice backdashing in order to maintain spacing, cause whiffs for whiff punishes or whatever. It's really, really important. And I forgot to mention, I have done 2 movement tutorials in the past, and I will include the links to those in the description of this video. I highly recommend you check those out. In those videos, I kind of focus more on what backdashing is for rather than how to do it. But again, just to cover it one more time, the way you do it, I'll show my hands again. The way you do it is you hit back, slide to down back, neutral, and then back again. And you want to do it as clean and as quickly, not quickly, because you want to utilize the entire backdash. And actually, that's an important thing to mention too. It all depends on the character you're using, what the timing is of this circular motion. If your character has a very small backdash, you're going to have to do it quicker, because the backdash ends before, ends quicker. But if you have a character with a very large backdash, like for example Lars or Boing, you can do it nice and slow. Just take it easy, take it slow. And you know, that's really the method I use, and I think it's the best method. So anyway, hopefully that taught you guys. A lot of people were asking about that, so hopefully that taught you guys how to do Korean backdash on 2-player side. If you guys have any questions or have any suggestions on tutorials you would like to see, feel free to comment, and I will catch you guys next time. Take it easy.